Oh, hello. There are people already here. I wasn't sure if anyone had arrived. So please do type in the chat box if you're here, if you want to do the class. Today we are going to be working with removing negativity and tension, which I think is pretty apt for now. So I see there's one. We're just going to give a few minutes to see if anyone else comes into the class, wants to come along. How are you doing today? Let me know. I know Chloe was going to come along, so let's give Chloe a moment. Hey, Chloe. How are you doing, Chloe? Are you well? How are things? I haven't spoken to you. How are things? Where are you? Are you in West London with your mom? Oh, you can't type in, can you? You said that because of your connection. I'll have to give you a call later then after the class. That sucks. I'm not sure if anyone. Let's just wait a few minutes and see if any of the other couple of guys that were here the last time want to come. Just playing around on my new harmonium. Well. All right. So Chloe, I know you're here. I think someone else has joined. So let's get started, Chloe. It's a shame you can't interact there, and let me know what's going on for you. I will definitely give you a let's talk later on the phone. Oh, good. Okay, cool. So you can type in the box. That's great. Okay, who else is here? Oh, Ken. Hi, Ken. I don't know if you're going to be doing the class. If you're going to stick around and you feel like doing the class, let me know in the chat box so that I know to look out for you. I may move these classes to Zoom at some point. So starting off on Facebook Live to see how it goes, to see if people are interested, if people are into it. So how are you guys doing at home at the moment? Are you finding, what are the challenges that are coming up for you? Is it being isolated the main thing, or maybe there's something else? This stuff is really starting to get real now. I had a yoga class on Saturday that I went to. There was a woman, and she was just recovering from the virus, and she had passed it on to her uncle, who was in intensive care. So there are people in those very real situations right now. So we can send out lots of good intentions and good vibes to them. So if you're sticking around and you want to do the class, or if you're doing the replay, just find yourself in a nice seated position. Sit the spine. You're very welcome here, and thank you for joining or watching the replay. That's really great. It's good for you to give yourself this time, because lots of people are running around. They're just in the freak out. They're in the panic right now. So it's really good for you that you are taking the time to step out of that and to give yourself a bit of space, because that's the possibility of this time. It can give you the chance to open up and really go within rather than be outside in all the panic and the fear that's around right now. So for that reason, we are going to be doing a set today, which is all about releasing negativity and tension. So there's a lot of negativity at the moment. I know when I was watching the news regularly last week, it made me feel really negative, and there was a lot of tension going on in my body. So while I think it's a good idea to stay up with the news and to keep up with what's going on, I think that it might not be all that useful to be constantly looking at the news and constantly talking about the problem, because then you can end up being stuck there and not really moving through it, not moving beyond it into a place that's going to feel better for you, in a place where there are going to be more possibilities, in a place where you'll feel like you're able to do something. You're moving from victim into like the empowered being, which is what we want to do by moving this negativity and tension, because that's all the negativity and tension does. It holds us back in that place of being a victim. And now it's raining in London. It's so nice. So you'll have this sound in the background for the class. So we're going to start by getting yourself in a nice seated position. If you can, sit on the ground. We're going to be doing a lot of floor work for this one. So you can sit on a chair for now, but if you want to join in the class, you'll need to get yourself a mat and be able to lie down a little bit later on. So we're going to bring the palms into the center of the chest. Sit with a nice straight spine. Pull the chin back slightly so you've got the spine erect. And imagine you've got a cord attached to the crown of your head, just lifting it up, separating out the 26 vertebrae of the spine. Close the eyes, tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth. And bring the hands into the center of the chest. Give them a little rub together. And bring the thumbs into the sternum and the center of the chest. We're going to inhale deep into the heart center, into the belly, into the chest. And exhale. Pull in the navel. Push out all that air, slow and steady as you can. Look up through the third eye point. Next, inhale deep. And exhale. And inhale to begin. We're going to tune in with Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. I bow to the Guru within myself. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And inhale deep, all the way up through the spine. Squeeze the mulband, the anus, sexual organs, belly into the backbone. Tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth. And exhale, relax the hands down onto the lap. So before we begin our set, we're going to just start by warming up the spine a little bit with some Sufi grinds. So hands are on the knees. I'm just going to move the camera slightly. Move back a little bit. Right, so we're going to start with some Sufi grinds. So hands on the knees, and we're going to rotate the chest around. So the chest is moving from a concave. It's almost like you're moving the chest around the center of the spine, and the head is staying relatively still, so you're not moving the head backwards and forwards or up and down. So we're starting in an anti-clockwise movement. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale Sat, Sat is truth, and exhale Nam. So the hands, you're just using them as levers on the knees. And feel free to sound the breath. Mentally vibrating, inhaling Sat, exhale Nam, and really stretching up the spine. Keep the eyes closed if you can. As much as possible throughout the set, if you can keep your eyes closed, and I'll guide you with my voice. And if you need to look, you can have a look, but see how deep you can go with this practice. And last few times in this direction. So make this one your last one, and come to the center. And moving now in the opposite direction, so coming to move in a clockwise direction. Inhale forward again, exhale back. And just notice how this might feel different. It might feel different this way. Maybe it feels less comfortable. Maybe it feels more comfortable. Maybe you notice a bit more tightness this way. Just become aware of that. Making this your last few times. And slowing it down, so slowing down the movements. And coming to finding that spot in the center and that total balanced equilibrium space. Stretch the spine up straight and tall. Pull the chin back. Tip of tongue touching the roof of the mouth. Look up through the third eye point and the crown of the skull. And exhale, release. And we're going to come straight into our next exercise, warming up. So we're going to stand up for this because most of the exercises today are going to be lying down. So for this one, we are going to come to standing up. Maybe it's better if I move the computer like this. Let's experiment with this. Okay, now you can see my microphone in the shot. So, right. Okay, so for this one, these are called miracle bends, really good for releasing negativity. So if you've got negativity going on, you can just do a few of these, maybe you could do 26 or just do a few minutes of these and consciously bring down the energy. So we're going to inhale up, and you can't see my hands. Let me move this again. I need some light in here. So we're going to inhale up, and you can lean back slightly. The palms are facing the ceiling. And then we're going to exhale down, brushing the hands off the floor so the legs are going to be straight. If you can't quite make it to your toes, wherever you can, the ankles. So we're going to inhale up and back and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Right, so just get into a nice rhythm with this. Inhale up and exhale down. This again, really working on creating flexibility in the spine. And you can use a long, really sound out the breath. So take your focus on the breath for this one. Try to keep the backs of the legs straight, whatever else you're doing. So you can feel that stretch up through the life nerve, the back of the leg. Last few times now. And inhale up. Press the palms up to the sky. Stretch the spine up straight and tall. And squeeze Mula Bandha, so anus, sexual organs, and belly into the backbone. And by the sides of the body. So keep the eyes closed. And just notice what's going on there. Let's see if this shot is even better than before. I think it may well be. Okay, now you can see more of my set here. Okay, so we're going to do one more little exercise to get warmed up. And this one is called Ego Eradicator. So Ego Eradicator, we're going to make little fists with the hands. So you're not making total fists like this. You're just like making a little, like a bear claw. It's like a claw. So you've got the claw going on here, and the thumb is pointing out. The thumb and Kundalini Yoga represents the ego. This is what makes us human. We've got the thumb going on and the ego too. And then we're going to raise the arms up straight and tall, and we're going to be working with breath of fire. So I think in the last class I went through breath of fire. If you're not familiar with that at this point, you can work with long, deep breathing for now. In the next class, I'll go through more closely breath of fire and how that works. So arms up straight and breath of fire. Our long, deep breathing. Also, if you're on the first few days of your menstrual cycle, you want to go with long, deep breathing with this one. Keep those arms up straight. Just another few seconds. Keep up. Keep the arms up straight. And the trick with these arm exercises, and this one, is to really use the navel point. So even if you're doing long, deep breathing, activate the center, the belly button area. The last few seconds. And inhale up. Bring the thumbs to touch over the crown of the head. And bring the backs of the hands together. And exhale, sweeping that energy down through the auric field in the body. Keep the eyes closed and centered. Okay, so if we're feeling nice and warmed up, we're going to begin our exercises or set for relaxation, to remove negativity and tension. And the first one, it's really easy. We're going to be working with the pranayama. So the breath, really powerful way. This is why people smoke in one sense, because you're working with the breath. It releases a lot of tension. And in yoga, we work with the breath a lot. Everything starts and ends with the breath. So this is a very easy one. You could even do in your day-to-day life when you feel tension. So we're going to begin in an easy pose, so you can have the palms of the hands in Buddhi Mudra. So the right hand on the left, just resting them in the lap. And we're just going to inhale for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you're going to exhale for 5 seconds. And then you're going to hold the breath and pump the stomach for 5 seconds. So pump the stomach. You're not breathing, you're holding the breath. And then begin again. So you're inhaling for 5 seconds, exhaling for 5 seconds, and pumping the navel for 5 seconds. So let's begin when you're ready. Keep it going. Keep the eyes closed and your focus on the third eye point. So keep the breath slow and steady. So if you find your mind wandering off, listening to the noises outside or thinking about things, come back to the counting. Or you can either also use the mantra as you inhale, mentally vibrating Sat, and as you exhale, mentally vibrating Nam. Last little bit now, last minute. And make this one your last one. As you finish pumping, we're going to inhale deep. Hold the breath in and squeeze the roots. So anus, sexual organs, belly into the backbone, the tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth. And exhale, release. Very good. So we're going to come to lying down now on our mat. And I'm just thinking, what is the best way of showing you this? Let me move this. Okay. So I'm still experimenting with see how this live streaming thing works. So we're going to come to lying on your back. So lying flat on your back this time. So legs out straight and lying on your back. So everything is touching the floor. Just totally relax into the ground. And what we're trying to do is we're just holding the hips up off the floor, just the hips only. So we're creating tension here. But tension is okay if it's followed by relaxation, so it's good. We're generating the tension in the body, and then we're going to relax it. We're going to tense the body and relax it. So hold the body on the ground and try to not use the hands. Just keep the legs and the back on the ground. Long, deep breathing for this one. So it's a short time, so use the long, deep breath and just try to keep the hips, even if it's just 1 millimeter off the ground, just working with that. And see how long and deep you can make the breath now. Breath. Just a couple, we're nearly there now. So keep up, keep going, keep those hips off the ground. And try not to use the arms, the legs. So you're just holding, so you're going to feel some tension in the hips as you just hold it, even if it's 1 millimeter off the ground. Good, keep it going, keep it going. Not long left now. Go deep in the breath. So like I was saying, the further you sink deeper in the breath, the less you feel the tension of things around you, the more you make yourself solid. So you're like a rock in the river. The ocean of commotion, the river can just flow past you and you'll be solid there. That's what we need to generate now within ourselves. That ability to be that rock in the river, the strong one, to be the strength. The world needs that right now. The world doesn't need more panic and more fear. The world needs people who are strong and steadfast in themselves. And then from that place, you can be the lighthouse. Last 30 seconds. So really see if you can keep the hips off the ground, even if it's just 1 millimeter. And inhale, hold it, and exhale, relax. Good, relax. And just allow your body to sink into the ground now. Totally relax it. Just take a moment to integrate that and let the hips relax. Just relax this area into the ground. Just take a moment to integrate all of that. Okay. So for the next one now, we're going to be working with a different part of the body. So we're lying down again, and this time the feet, you have the feet, the legs, just up a couple of inches. Let's see, 2 to 3, 4 to 6 inches off the floor. So you're just holding them there. The rest of the body is on the ground, head is on the ground, and you're just holding it there with long, deep breathing. So if you need to support yourself, you can support the lower spine and point the toes, long, deep breathing. Try to keep the whole of the body as much as you can on the ground. Let me start my timer. It's quite important. Inhale, sat, exhale, nam. So the body might shake here. This is okay. Just allow it to shake. Obviously, if it becomes impossible, you can bring maybe one leg into the chest or both legs into the chest. Give yourself a bit of a break and get back into it. Because the way you do your yoga, guys, is the way you do your life. And now we're in a very challenging time for everyone. So this is the test. So we can practice this in our yoga and then bring that steadfastness, being the rock in the river, into our own lives. Imagine that. And then you can be the lighthouse for other people who, are freaking out and in the fear. That's what we want. We need more of that. Breathe into your belly as well. That's another. Activate the navel point here. So when you have a strong navel point, that's when your will is strong and you become less open to all the commotion around you. You don't get swept away in it. Breathe into the belly. Let's see how we're doing for time. Yes. You're doing really well. Keep it going. Keep the legs up off the ground. Use the breath and go deep here. Do what you need to do. Time. Yes, only 30 seconds left, guys. 30 seconds. So keep the legs up, keep up. So it requires a surprising amount of energy, this one. I'm generating, I can feel my body generating a lot of heat here. This is the fire in the belly. The navel point is your fire center. You're action oriented. And when we're in fear, that's destabilized and we become frozen. Okay, very good. And you can release and relax the body, relax the legs, just relax the whole body. And allow the body to sink into the ground. So relax with the palms facing up here. So you'll notice as we go through these exercises that we're tensing parts of the body, and then from there we can relax that part of the body even more deeply. And slowly, just you're going to stay on our back though, just becoming, just coming out of the mini relaxation. And we're going to stay on the back here, legs out straight, and we're going to raise the left leg up to 90 degrees and hold it up here. Yes, you've guessed it, with long, deep breathing. So holding it there, long, deep breathing, keep up, breathe deep, stretch it up as close to 90 degrees as you can. So the leg should ideally be straight. If you're having a bit of trouble with this, you can bend the right knee slightly. It makes it easier to get the leg up higher. Breathe through the blocks. So we're not trying to resist anything. We're breathing into it. We're allowing it to be what it is. Inhale, Sat. Exhale, Nam. Last minute now. Try to keep up, keep the legs straight up. If you're feeling tension in the leg, this is a good sign. So like I said, we're generating tension in the body so that it can relax more deeply afterwards. So a lot of the tension from this situation that we're going through at the moment, it all gets stored in the body. And this is an opportunity to let all of that go. It actually gets stored in the cells of the body. And we try to push it down. We try to pretend that it's not there. but or the only way to heal anything is to allow yourself to feel it. So feel the tension and breathe into it. And maybe this is bringing up some emotions for you, and that's okay too. So whatever emotions come, you can welcome that. Just let it be what it is. Maybe there's some grief and sadness there. Or maybe it's just all the stress and the tension that you've been holding in this situation. Time for it to come out now. And inhale deep and exhale, relaxing the left leg down. And just again, relaxing the whole body now. So you can come with your palms facing up. So this is the position of surrender. Allow the feet to flop out to the sides. Head resting, just whole body sinking deep into the floor. Feeling yourself supported from below. Your body totally supported. You can trust that. Okay, so the next one is quite a good one to do if you've got headaches going on. It's really good for headaches. So we're lying down on the back. Oops. Try not to knock your head like I did. Lying down, staying lying down. And the whole of the body, we're not going with the other leg. We're just balancing that out. And we're just holding the head up. So just the head up this time. This is really good for releasing tension in the head and headaches. So lying down, just the head off the ground, long deep breathing here. See if you can do without supporting it, but if you need to, you can bring your hands up and then relax it down. Relax the arms down when you need to. So this is challenging too. Breathe into it, breathe into the challenge. Inhale Sat, exhale Nam. Do whatever you need to do to keep that head up. Support it slightly and then relax it. See how you do on your own for a while. Just the head slightly off the ground, long deep breathing. We're halfway there now. Going good. Keep it up, keep it going. Keep the head up off the ground. Commit to yourself that you're going to do this, that you're going to get through it. Last minute now. So keep up, keep it going. So trickier is the deeper you can go with the breath. So see how long and extended you can make the breath be. "30 seconds. "20 seconds, come on. 10 seconds. And relax the head down. Good. And let all that tension go now. Any tension in the head, just let it sink down into the earth. This is how the expansion in the universe happens. You have the contraction, and then you have the expansion next. That's what's happening now. Now we're going through a contracted period, and afterwards we're going to be able to expand. We use this time to really figure out what it is that we want to do. What is it that makes our heart sing? What is it that excites us? And you can expand into that. So now we're going to turn onto the right side, and we're using the right arm as a pillow for your head. So you're lying on your right side, and you're going to raise up your left leg. So raise up your left leg, just keeping the rest of the body relaxed. You're just holding that leg up, holding the leg up. And again, long deep breathing here. You can close the eyes. So when you close your eyes, you get rid of all the distractions outside and really allow yourself to get into the posture. Keep that leg up. Stay with it. Hold it as high as you can. More than halfway there now. See how deeply you can go in the breath. Deepen that breath. And again, if the body starts to shake a little bit here, let that be okay. Try not to come out of the posture if you can. Just have another 50 seconds, less than a minute left now, guys. So really go for it. Give it everything that you've got. That's what we need to get through the challenge of the times now. And the challenge of the posture is a reflection of that. So we're practicing here, and we can bring the skills we learn into our life. Last few seconds. Perfect it. Stretch it up as high as you can. And inhale. And exhale down. And we're going to come around to lying on your front now. So lying on your front side. So relax on the stomach just for a short time now. So relaxing on the stomach, just allow the head to sink into the floor, forehead sinking into the floor. The palms can be up again. Just totally relax the body. Release any tension. Release it from your hips into the earth. Let that go. Just a few more seconds. Maybe take this opportunity to relax. And inhale and exhale. And we're going to come into nearly there now. Just going to move myself around so I'm closer to the camera. So for the next one, we're going to stay on our front, and we're going to catch hold of the heels with the hands, and we're just going to raise the body up slightly. And again, working with long, deep breathing here. So long, deep breathing, hold this posture with a long, deep breath. So you're stretching it up slightly. You're going to feel this in the shoulders and probably also in the thighs, the upper thighs. Long, deep breathing. Let me just get my timer. And yes, for this, rather than raising the body up, we're going to keep the body relatively on the floor. So you're just stretching the body, stretching it, keeping your body as much as you can on the floor. So you're kind of resisting the movement. So keeping the head on the floor. I'm just stretching the legs and the shoulders. And consciously, you can let go of any tension that you're carrying in your body in this posture. Let it go from the forehead into the ground, into the earth. Just let it be transmuted. But keep the pull there. You should feel it in your shoulders, in your thighs. More than halfway there. So let's keep up, keep going. Keep the pull going on, the ankles and the shoulders. And just make sure that it's balanced, both left and right. You use the legs to stretch open the chest. and vice versa, using the torso to open up the legs. Last 30 seconds. And inhale. And exhale, relax the legs down. And just relax. Find a posture to relax in. And we're nearly there. This is going to be our last posture now. We just have one more exercise that we're going to do. So for this one, we're again lying down. So lying down on your front, and we're going to, with the arms down by the sides of the body, we're just going to raise the upper body into cobra. So the hands, they can support you. You can use the hands to press into the floor to support it. So you're really working a lot with the torso here. And begin when you're ready, long, deep breathing, and hold it up. So again, we're generating tension in this part of the body here. We're going to relax at the end. Surrender to the tension, let it be what it is, rather than try to fight it. And if you can, ideally in this posture in cobra pose, ideally what you want the legs to be together, then you get more of a stretch in the upper body. Just going to move the camera slightly. Keep up, we're halfway there now. Raising the body up. Focus on the space between the eyebrows. And breathe into whatever tension is there. Stretch it up a little bit higher. Go with it. Last few seconds. See how high you can get the body up. Press with the hands into the ground to support yourself. And inhale deep. And exhale, coming down onto the floor, and you may also want to come into baby pose here. So coming back onto your knees and bending forward. So this just stretches out the spine in the opposite direction. And when you're ready, slowly coming up into easy pose, and we're going to do a little meditation before we finish. So this meditation, we're going to be using the Ad Guru Name, Jagat Guru Name, Sat Guru Name, Sri Guru Dev Name, the chant that we sometimes use to tune in to release kind of negative energy. It's a mantra of protection. So we're going to be working with this one. I will chat, we'll write in the mantra into the box, but I think the best thing is to just see how you can follow along. Let's just, I think the best thing is to just follow along rather than typing it all in. So it's At Guru Name, Jagat Guru Name, Sat Guru Name, Sri Guru Dev Name. And we're going to be chanting in a monotone. So we're sitting in a nice easy pose, straight spine in Gyan Mudra, so index finger and thumb touching, resting on the knees. And in this position, if you don't know the mantra, you can just listen and see if you can tune in. I bow to the true wisdom, the wisdom within myself. So this is what we're doing here. And let's begin together. Ad Guru Name, Jagat Guru Name, Sat Guru Name, Sri Guru Dev Name. Ad Guru Name, Jagat Guru Name, Sat Guru Name, Sri Guru Dev Name. Ad Guru Name, Jagat Guru Name, Sat Guru Name, Sri Guru Dev Name. Ad Guru Name, Jagat Guru Name, Sat Guru Name, Sri Guru Dev Name. Ad Guru Name, Jagat Guru Name, Sat Guru Name, Sri Guru Dev Name. Ad Guru Name, Jagat Guru Name, Sat Guru Name, Sri Guru Dev Name. Ad Guru Name, Jagat Guru Name, Sat Guru Name, Sri Guru Dev Name. Ad Guru Name, Jagat Guru Name, Sat Guru Name, Sri Guru Dev Name. Ad Guru Name, Jagat Guru Name, Sat Guru Name, Sri Guru Dev Name. Ad Guru Name, Jagat Guru Name, Sat Guru Name, Sri Guru Dev Name. Ad Guru Name, Jagat Guru Name, Sat Guru Name, Sri Guru Dev Name. Ad Guru Name, Jagat Guru Name, Sat Guru Name, Sri Guru Dev Name. Ad Guru Name, Jagat Guru Name, Sat Guru Name, Sri Guru Dev Name. Ad Guru Name, Jagat Guru Name, Sat Guru Name, Sri Guru Dev Name. Ad Guru Name, Jagat Guru Name, Sat Guru Name, Sri Guru Dev Name. Ad Guru Name, Jagat Guru Name, Sat Guru Name, Sri Guru Dev Name. Ad Guru Name, Jagat Guru Name, Sat Guru Name, Sri Guru Dev Name. Ad Guru Name, Jagat Guru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeva Name, Atguru Name, Jugatguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeva Name, Atguru Name, Jugatguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeva Name, Atguru Name, Jugatguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeva Name, Atguru Name, Jugatguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeva Name, Atguru Name, Jugatguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeva Name, Atguru Name, Jugatguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeva Name, Atguru Name, Jugatguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeva Name, Atguru Name, Jugatguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeva Name, Atguru Name, Jugatguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeva Name, Atguru Name, Jugatguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeva Name, Atguru Name, Jugatguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeva Name, Atguru Name, Jugatguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeva Name, Atguru Name, Jugatguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeva Name, Atguru Name, Jugatguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeva Name, Atguru Name, Jugatguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeva Name, Atguru Name, Jugatguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeva Name, Atguru Name, Jugatguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeva Name, Atguru Name, Jugatguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeva Name, Atguru Name, Jugatguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeva Name, Atguru Name, Jugatguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeva Name, Atguru Name, Jugatguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeva Name, Atguru Name, Jugatguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudeva Name. And inhale deep. Stretch the spine up straight and tall and squeeze the root lock, so anus, sexual organs, belly into the backbone, tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth. And exhale, release. Hold the breath out now, and we're going to squeeze again. And inhale and squeeze. And exhale, relax. Very good. And you can come to lying down flat on your back to relax. So get yourself a blanket and allow yourself to lie down, relaxing the whole body into the mat, into the ground. I'm just feeling like a wave of energy starting at the feet, like a bright light relaxing the soles of the feet, the toes, the tops of the feet and the ankles, the calves, relaxing the knees and the thighs. And see the light come up into the hips, relaxing the hips and sinking into the earth, relaxing the waist, relaxing the chest, and relaxing the shoulders, and all the way relaxing down into the hands, up through the hands, the arms, the elbows, relaxing the shoulders and the neck, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the face and the back of the head. And just allow your whole body to relax completely. On the inhale, feel your body becoming light as a feather. And on the exhale, sinking and heavy into the mat. So inhale, light as a feather, and exhale, sinking down. And very gently now beginning to wriggle the toes and the fingers, rotating the wrists and the ankles. And slowly coming through, just giving the body a little wake up, breathing deep into the soles of the feet and the palms of the hand. You can come into cat stretch. So bring the right knee into the chest. Right knee into the chest. And pull it over to the opposite side, looking back towards the right thumb. You should feel a stretch in the spine. And then the opposite side. So left knee into the chest, pulling it over to the right and looking back towards the right thumb. Inhale, bringing the knees into the chest, the soles of the feet, the palms of the hands. Giving them a little rub together. And then coming to rock along the full length of the spine at least 3 times until you come all the way back into sitting. And bringing the hands into the center of the chest. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Inhale for Satnam. Satnam. And releasing the hands down. Just noticing how you feel now, as opposed to when we first started. Just notice any changes in the body and your mind. And thank yourself for giving yourself this time to let go of that stuff that we don't need, so we can focus on moving forward in our lives, focus on what it is that we're creating rather than the problem. So So I hope you guys have a really productive day today. Use this release that we've had today to put into doing something you're passionate about today, something that really makes you feel excited about being alive. Could be a small thing, maybe a piece of art, something that makes you feel alive, something you connect with people. Let's stay connected. This is the challenge of the time. It's a hard time, but you are strong enough for it, otherwise you wouldn't be here. Satnam, and thank you for your practice. Have a wonderful day.